Well, tomorrow's going to be a huge and historic day as Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, Google's Sundar Pichai, and Tim Cook of Apple are all going to be forced to answer for their company's actions. In an op-ed in Politico, the authors write how this hearing goes and whether Congress over the next few years develops the confidence to break up and regulate these giants will determine in many ways whether America remains a self-governing democracy. For reaction, I'm going to bring in IWF Senior Policy Analyst Patrice Leon-Wuka. And Patrice, before we get started, I do have to mention that IWF is a recipient of contributions from Google, and you are on the list as an influencer for Google. I want to make sure the audience understands that full disclosure. Are the stakes that high? Is democracy, is America in itself at stake tomorrow?
Well, I think you can look at it and say perhaps. I mean, when we look at the value, what technology companies, these large platforms create for our economy, for independent consumers, how they have actually helped us to get through COVID-19, keeping small businesses afloat, and Americans able to get PPE, to get groceries delivered at home when they were sheltered in place. I think it does speak to the size and the importance of these tech companies. And so when you're bringing these heads of these platforms to Washington, D.C. to grill them like steaks, with the intention of proving some sort of antitrust breach, proving that they are somehow engaged in nefarious practices to squelch competition. Charles, I think that's where that's the end result.
Yeah, and there's the traditional sense of antitrust where it becomes anti-competitive, and we've heard many stories of all of these companies somehow taking advantage of smaller companies, even those that have come to their aid. But there's the added part to this, right? The part of influence, the part where they can maybe sway an election, the part of discrimination, whether it's conservatives or whatever. That's the nuanced part of this argument that I'm not sure if that leads to breaking them up, but everyone is upset at these companies for different reasons.
Absolutely. You've got the left who says it's about anti-competition, antitrust issues. And then you have the right who say, well, it's actually about censorship of conservative and pro-Trump voices. Apparently, though, tomorrow's hearing is supposed to stay laser focused on the antitrust issues. But I wouldn't surprise me if you do see some conservative lawmakers raise those questions. And I think in the minds of many conservatives, the questions are, will I tweet something or post something on Facebook and have it censored because a mob feels like my voice is some sort of hate speech and shuts me down. And unfortunately, I think we've seen a lot of these tech companies, particularly the social media companies, step on those landmines.
Ironically, you would say that Twitter just announcing today that it limited Donald Trump Jr.'s account for 12 hours after tweeting out a video pushing for the use of hydroxychloroquine. What's your reaction to that? They really have become very aggressive with President Trump and his family.
They are, and I think probably unfairly so. I do recognize that the Trumps, they certainly have a very massive following, and so any information or any sources, any videos that they put out certainly gets spread far and wide. But the issue is whether the same energy is pushed towards some other people on the left when they tweet out things that are untrue, inaccurate, or frankly hateful towards conservatives. And I don't think you see that, which is where this idea of bias among conservatives comes from.
And then there's the issue of sometimes, things being truthful and maybe controversial. Thank you very much, Patrice. I want to say I know this is the first show you've done since you became a new mom. Congratulations. And
yes,
we hope to see you again real soon.